YouTube! What is up? Why am I wearing this ridiculous outfit? Well, not ridiculous outfit, just a ridiculous hat. Well, it is grad season where I am right now, and currently one of my baby cousins is graduating high school this year, and not only is my baby cousin graduating high school, so is my baby brother. So I was actually looking for my high school cap and gown, but I couldn't find my high school one, but I was able to find my college cap and gown. So I'm wearing my college cap right now, but I am wearing, there are 3 tassels on here. 2 of them are from my high school. Anyway, this one right here is actually my actual high school one. This pink one I got in high school, but it's actually for the Music Honor Society. And this yellow and green one is from my college, obviously, because I'm wearing a green hat, as you can see. But anyway, to all those people graduating this year in 2017, whether it's high school or college, congratulations! And even those who are graduating from lower things like junior high and elementary school, congratulations on graduating and moving on up, moving on up. Anyways, especially to my little cousin Nellie and my little brother Jomar. I love you both, and I am so proud of you. So, I wanted to say congratulations, especially to my brother, who, quite frankly, I haven't seen my brother since he was 4 years old. And right now, he's 18. He's actually turning 19 this year in October, if I remember correctly. And so, basically, I haven't seen my brother in 15 years. So, hey, little bro, if you're watching, I love you, and, congratulations. Mwah. Anyway, this is my reaction rant to The Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 3, titled TEOTWAKI or something like that. It's TEOTWAWKI. I can't even pronounce that. TEOTWAKI? I don't know. But anyway, it premiered like June 11, 2017. The reason I was late was a lot of things were happening in between. Like, for example, it's still 11, so technically it's not Friday yet. Wednesday, which was yesterday, I had my job interview. And so I might be kind of busy next week because they might be training me on Tuesday, and they might give me my permanent schedule for that time. So I might not have enough time to actually record a video for you guys, even though technically I'm only working at the moment on Fear the Walking Dead as of right now. Each Fear the Walking Dead episode and the predecessor Walking Dead, every time I do a reaction rant on at least only one episode from either Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead, one episode takes me like 3 videos. And now that I'm possibly going to be working to the point where I'm going to have a work schedule where I might not even have time to, that's why I want you guys to, whoever is watching, I know there's not many people who are, but whoever is watching, please bear with me, because I know it takes me at least almost a week to get 3 videos of one Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead episode out there, but it's going to be even harder considering now my working schedule might, stop me. But anyway, enough of the babbling. I'm already like 4 minutes in. Anyway, from what I remember, we see this TV commercial that shows up. And apparently it's from 1996. And we see who I believe is Jeremiah Otto, which is the father to those 2 guys, Troy and Jake. Remember, Troy was that crazy psycho creeper dude that kept watching Madison while she slept. And Jake was the brother. Jeremiah Otto apparently is in this commercial, and he's promoting this 4-part video series on how to survive TEOTWAKI or something like that. And apparently it's an acronym for the end of the world as we know it, which I had to literally look at it and to see if it was actually legitimately an acronym, and it is. But anyway, in the video, Jeremiah Otto is pretty much telling like American democracy is about to be destroyed at the hands of foreign nationals and greedy politicians, according to Jeremiah Otto. And he's all warning everybody, and they're like, he's teaching them how to stockpile for the end of the world and learning how to defeat the urban hordes. And in the tapes, Otto pretty much promises that he could teach anyone to survive. And in a way, it's kind of like a how-to to survive video, but for different causes. This is like current day, they're trying to survive an apocalypse of zombies, and this is just video series of how to survive politics, basically. Anyway, back with the Clark family, Madison, Nick, and Alicia, they're attending Charlene's funeral. If you guys remember Charlene, remember Alicia, Travis, and Luciana escaped on a helicopter with Jake and Charlene who was pretty much flying the helicopter, while Madison and Nick escaped in a truck with Troy. If you guys remember, the helicopter got shot down, and Travis got shot like right here and through the neck, and he fell out of the helicopter. Remember, Luciana's still injured at the time, and when Charlene was taking watch, unfortunately some infected showed up, and unfortunately Charlene died. Jake had to kill her before she turned, right? So yeah, they're attending the memorial of Charlene at the ranch. And a lot of the ranchers are very hostile versus the Clark family and Luciana, because, they're new, and also they believe maybe, Charlene died because of them and all that stuff. They're possibly thinking that, right? It's like, Charlene's dead, we're having a memorial, and these 4 new people here might be the reason, Anyway, sensing the hostility, Madison's like, she gets up and introduces herself to the ranchers and actually thanks them for taking her family in. And I think that also, includes Luciana. Anyway, back with the ranchers, they're demanding an update on the helicopter attack, because, like I said, the helicopter was shot down. That's how Travis got killed, because some of the bullets that were shot at the helicopter got into him and out his neck, and he died, right? Basically died. But, they're demanding an update on the helicopter attack. They're like, who shot at the helicopter and all that stuff? If it weren't for that, maybe, Charlene wouldn't have died and stuff like that. And Otto's, like, trying to assure the crowd, they're looking into the incident immediately, right? And, while in line for food in the tent, a man pretty much accuses Madison and Alicia for being freeloaders, because they're there in line getting food, and like they're calling them freeloaders and everything. And a young rancher by the name, I believe, is Gretchen, who's I think around Alicia's age, judging by just looking at her. She looks like she's around Alicia's age. She introduces herself to Madison and Alicia, and actually invites Alicia to have Bible study, which is, I think, hilariously odd, because it's like, Bible study. But then again, we've seen even more ridiculous stuff happen in the predecessor show, The Walking Dead. I mean, look at Father Gabriel. I know that he is actually a father to the church and all that stuff, and so he didn't want to lose his faith and everything. But it's interesting seeing youngsters around Alicia's age, like teenagers / young adolescents, still having Bible study. I can imagine Father Gabriel from the predecessor show, because it's like he's actually a father. He's actually a Catholic father of a church. So yeah, of course he's, still believing in everything. But this is a teenager. If I was in an normal apocalypse, not many teenagers Alicia's age would actually give a damn about, excuse me, but you know better than anyone. In an apocalypse, realistically in an apocalypse, you don't see many teenagers, especially around Alicia's age in general, to really be religious in this type of situation. So it was kind of surprising to see Gretchen be into Bible study and try to invite Alicia to it. And it's pretty funny, because Madison actually nudges Alicia to accept the invitation, despite the fact that you could tell in Alicia's face she did not want to. Which I thought was pretty damn funny. But this is probably Madison telling Alicia to pretty much blend in with everybody, because she's like, we're staying here even if we have to take over. This is our home now and everything. So she's probably trying to get Alicia and Nick integrated and blend in with the rest of the ranchers, since she decided that this is going to be their home, right? Anyway, Nick, we see Nick taking care of Luciana in the infirmary, and we get a little crossroad here because remember, Nick was there when his mom said, we're staying here, this is our permanent home, even if we have to take it over, right? And then he hears Luciana say, the moment I get better, we have to get out of here, right? So, Nick, of course, is a little crossroads because, you know, Luciana wants to leave, but his mom wants to stay. So, of course, Nick is like the middleman here. He doesn't know what to do. Like, he wants to side with Luciana, but at the same time, he kind of wants to side with his mom, you know, because it's his mom. Anyway, Madison, she goes back to her bunkhouse that she shares with her kids, right? And she finds Troy just lounging around on Nick's bed in the bunkhouse, and he opens up to Madison saying that he picked Madison to join the rancher community, not her son Nick. So basically, when I'm judging by this, I'm guessing when he pulled up with his truck to rescue Madison, he probably was only trying to get Madison, not Nick. But unfortunately, Madison comes in a package with her son, with both of her kids, right? And like Madison insists that, you know, her son will earn his keep while he's here. And what I thought was pretty funny, not only does she defend her son against Troy, she pretty much orders Troy to make the bed before he leaves. Because remember, when she saw Troy, he's like lounging around on Nick's bed, like laying there, right? So it's like, while you're at it, fix my son's bed before you leave. I was like, girl, damn, holy crap, right? Anyway, we finally see what Strand's up to. Remember last we saw him, he drove away in that car that, what was it, Eileen, right? Before she pretty much jumped out the window, she gave Strand her wedding gift that was supposed to be to her daughter and son-in-law for their wedding gift, which was apparently keys to a new car, which was like a sporty car with dark green color. We see him drive away from the hotel. And so apparently he drives up to this water depot at a dam. Like, you know a dam, right? Like a Hoover Dam kind of thing. And he finds a long line of thirsty Tijuanans. Tijuanans. I can't even pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. But he sees a long line of them at a water depot at the dam, trading and pretty much anything for water, right? Because they're really thirsty. And basically Strand just struts in line, pretty much cuts everybody in line and goes to the front of the line and asks to speak to a guy named Dante. I'm guessing he knows who this is. And all of a sudden this guard comes out of nowhere and orders him to wait in line and pretty much shoves him to the ground. But all of a sudden, Dante shows up. He emerges from wherever he is in that dam. And apparently, we learn that he's actually one of Strand's former business partners. And he's all greeting Strand there. But anyway, I'm currently running out of time, so I will see you in a part 2 video. Bye, YouTube.